And just to ensure that our Secretary of Education, our Assistant Secretary of Indian Education knows, and our guest speaker knows, folks from OSIP and Dr. Masonary from the RRCs, if y'all can wave your hand, we have our friends and our folks from the Office of Special Education Programs from the Department of Education here with us as well. And we also have Mr. Romanos from the TEDNA Assembly, the Tribal Education Department National Assembly, present as well. So let's welcome him again to being in our midst. And also, you'll hear from this young gentleman in a few after Dr. Clark offers his welcome address, is Mr. Cal Curley representing Senator Tom Udall. Cal Curley? Mm-hmm. So this time I'm going to ask Dr. Clark to come and give some welcoming remarks, and we'll move into our program immediately after that. Thank you.
Yate, Gawatsi, Shalom, Heyo, Heyo, Amara, Seuma, Ni hao ma, hola, ¿cómo está? Hello, hi, good afternoon. I want to thank Alvino for his outstanding work with Epics, Jeanette, and also Ronaldo, where you are. Good. She's also in the NIEA board. My name is Ferlin Clark. I'm from way over there. Lay down. Na shuttle. Shiaho twin holiere. Sabi to holiere. Adel na shashmado shahalo, but Heje holo, Shalinani holo, Shia holo. Top behind Slento Ashihe Bashin, Hanagat that should shadow that Ania Dashnella could I eat the Nensle, Auto could Enash your toe, a hold so. Other not only but Nash this Shemabidini Doshamayaja, Governor Susanna Martinez, Auto his secretary, Hannah Scandera, Abel Nashish, this quest a diabetes Nashish, not Denise. I want to say good day, good afternoon, and then your guest speaker that's going to inspire and motivate you and acknowledge and sanction that dedication, that commitment you have for our children with this tremendous gift. I want to acknowledge the parents that are here, the grandparents, the home, your kiva, your clan, your hogan, your teepee, your lodge, where you came from to come to this conference here. I want to acknowledge that and say thank you. For me, I said this last year at the conference at Buffalo Thunder. One of my brothers, he has since passed on, had special needs. And I know there's minor to mild to very severe students with special needs. You counselors, you teachers, all that patience, understanding, love, compassion, empathy, sympathy that you have, thank you. Aho. There's all kind of cultural stories around our relatives like that, connected to these stars, connected to these different coral stones. So I want to acknowledge that. I want to acknowledge my staff from the Indian Education Division, Santo Domingo Young Girl, Calabasa, Diava, Daytona Ray. We work with all the school districts in the state of New Mexico, but primarily those schools that serve students, American Indian students. We also work with each of the pueblos and tribes. So all the pueblos from the south to the north. And as a Navajo person, I appreciate from Taos all the way down, all the way to Zuni. So I want to thank all of you without acknowledging all of you individually. I want you to thank this EPICS organization, the commitment from the public education department. A lot of our school districts receive special ed funding in impact aid, a specific categorized funding. We try to emphasize that to make it an effort, a part of our advocacy for all of our students. And specifically, I made that commitment last year. I want you to support that. I want you to echo that, the work of your leaders over here. Thank you very much, Alvino, Jeanette, your staff, all of those of you from the BIE, BIA, public school, governing board members. If you're here, make sure that that funding goes to its proper place and used in a good way. I want to thank our folks from Oklahoma, Jacob Sotai and Quentin Romanos. All of you tribal people that come from outside of New Mexico, this great New Mexico. New Mexico stands alone. So I want to bring that welcome on behalf of the governor. We were in Shiprock yesterday with Governor Martinez, Governor Bush, and also Secretary Scandera, to acknowledge our Indian students, our Native students. So all of you from the different governors, your lieutenant governors, your caciques, your fiscales, your hatalis, and thank you for this good lunch.
I also want to acknowledge Karen Ziegler. She's our State Head Start Collaboration Director works for the State Department of CYFD, Children's, Youth, and Families Department as well. So let's welcome Karen Ziegler, my dear friend. She's our Head Start Collaboration Director and works very close with our American Indian and Alaska Native programs, although the tribal programs do have their own collaboration office. Mike Richardson in DC office, but Karen still goes beyond her boundaries and establishes those relationships and has a good working relationships with our tribal programs, and we appreciate that as well. At this time, we're going to have remarks from a young man who is no stranger to us, who's been to many of our conferences as well, and we want to welcome him again to the stage. Cal Curley, representing Senator Tom Udall.
Yate. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to be here on behalf of Senator Tom Udall's office. On behalf of Tom Udall, greetings. He couldn't be here today. Of course, you know, he's in DC, representing all of you, the state of New Mexico and Indian country. First of all, again, they introduced me. Thank you, Alvina. You've done a great job. Jeanette, Shema, Do, the staff, the board members. I think it's always hard to follow my brother, Ferlin Clark. So bear with me. I wanted to thank Wanda. She's done a great job. You know, let's give her a hand, you guys. Wanda Johnson, my sister. First, first of all, let me introduce myself. Donna Ashlinigi, I'm Twidikonje. It's my mom. Khapa Asia Hanalatni Dashiche Ado Tsenjikana Dashanella. That's who I am. I'm from a community south of Winter Rock, ancient. I have an auntie here. Where is she? Dorothy Akita. She's my mom from Pine Springs, Arizona. She's the only one I recognize from back home. But I'm a field representative for Senator Udall. I am located here in Albuquerque, but my work for the senator is in the northwest part of New Mexico. Cibola, San Juan, McKinley, Navajo Nation, and the Pueblo of Zuni. Just wanted to let you know what I do. I have some remarks here from Tom Udall, and he wanted me to be here. He's always been a strong advocate for our children with special needs. our Native Americans, and everyone within this country. So I'm here for him. And I have some remarks. I'm going to read it, and I'm going to leave it at that. And I appreciate the invite. Hello, and thank you for inviting me to share a few words with you today at the Native American Conference on Special Education. I regret that I am unable to be with you today. First and foremost, I want to thank EPICS for work with parents and families of children with special needs to have the support, the tools, and the skills they need to succeed. I want to say to each and every one of you here today, thank you. The work you do is critical. You are a source of answers and a source of support. Your ability to organize around the important aspects of self-advocacy, networking, and bridging organizations and services is exceptional. To those of you here to take advantage of the learning opportunities, I wholeheartedly support you. You should be commended for your desires to be leaders in your communities. In Washington, I will continue to work to be a voice for your children and for your families. I have a long-standing commitment to serving tribal populations. As a member of the Senate Committee on Indian Affairs, by honoring your voices, your stories, and your journey, my goals are to bring into sharper focus the issues related to the most critical challenges facing American Indians, and to make sure that you have the resources you all need. As you know, this bipartisan committee addresses crucial issues such as the sovereign rights of tribes, healthcare, education, and housing, and the treatment of tribal trust lands. I believe that education is key, and I am committed to supporting Native language and culture based on education, increasing funding for tribal schools, and providing a ladder up for Native children. I look forward to continue working with you to advocate for Native communities and for children with special needs and their families. In closing, I want to thank Jeanette Trancosa and the hardworking staff at EPICS for the work you've done to make this important conference a success. Thank you for your tireless efforts to improve educational opportunities and services for your students. Best wishes for a successful conference. Warmest regards, U.S. Senator Tom Udall. Again, thank you for your time.